What is up, guys? Pie Muffin here, and we are back with our SAO variant showdown video. So, the predicted SINON banner is officially live. It didn't make sense to make another video just to say, hey, SINON is getting a banner. I feel like it was pretty obvious at that point. So I guess that's probably how they will handle the reveals and stuff. So it's kind of similar in a way to how Unleashed Blading did it. The only difference is we're not getting like the full details of the unit. We're just getting like a small teaser that shows some gameplay. So I feel like that's mostly going to be how it's going to work. So that's pretty cool. So let's go ahead and look at SINON. I'm not going to go crazy on SINON. Even though she is like the first new unit added on top of the... By the way, we do have a fire rate up if you want some fire units. Even though SINON is the first actual new unit that was not in the beta, I still think I'm not going to go too crazy. So it looks like she is a... What element? Did it say wind? Well, we're going to look anyway. What's meant by feature rewards? Okay, here we go. So this is SINON right here. So what is she? Is she wind? Yeah, so she is a... I don't even know what that's... I guess this is supposed to be like ranged, the symbol. And then, of course, she has a card as well. So let's just go ahead and look at everything real quick. So she has her normal attack, which is wind elemental physical damage with 400 power. Unleashes high power bullets when charged. Now, when it comes to like my breakdowns and just the units in general, this game is going to be more about how you play rather than what the units do themselves. Obviously, their abilities do matter to an extent, but it matters more if you're able to, you know, dodge and put in these characters' abilities, how they're supposed to be used. With Unleashed Blading, obviously, it was a turn-based game, so it was more about your team building rather than how well you can move. With this game, it's going to be more of like half and half. It's going to be like, okay, do you have the right team? But also, are you using the characters correctly? Alright, so her first ability is Wide Burst Bullet. Wind elemental physical damage with 1000 power and inflicts burn. So already status ailments for this SINON, which I really do like, because then you know, you can hit with this and then just kind of like dodge around if you really just want to wait for, like, especially if you're doing a raid boss. You could hit with this and then switch characters to getting close to start doing your physical attacks while the burn damage is still taking effect. So that's pretty cool. Heat Wave Grenade, wind elemental physical damage with 600 power. So it's a little stronger than your normal base attack, but oh, and of course with the normal attack, you can charge it. So if you hold down the button, I believe it'll actually charge it and become Burst Bullet, which is this one down here. Oh, okay, so when you have more strength when... I wasn't even looking at the stats now, but so Burst Bullet is obviously her ability, just like her overall skill. So when the enemy is burned, you get a 10% strength increase. And then when performing a timely evasion, so that's dodging right when you're about to be hit, you get plus 5% power for the next attack. So that'll be a 15% increase. So if you dodge and then use your finishing skill, you can make it 15% stronger. Speaking of finishing skill, non-elemental physical damage with 5,000 power. So it's not wind-based for her finishing skill. And then Switch. When using Switch, crit rate plus 10%. When performing a timely switch, inflicts burn status when attacking. So she seems like a very solid first unit to summon on. Here's the downside. And of course, you get to see here what she's good and not good against. I'm not sure what the symbols actually mean. Like, I don't know what triangle and circle means. But I'm going to assume she's weak to burn. Or she's good against burn and frozen, I guess. And then maybe she's bad against pain and paralysis. Not really too sure, but that. Oh, and yeah. Let's look at her ability card. Oh wait, no, wrong button. All right, so her SSR ability card inflicts burn status when attacking. So obviously, putting this on this SINON is going to be your best bet, because then you have pretty much burn going all the time. And then burst gauge accumulation plus 25% when attacking opponents inflicted with burn status. So you're gonna get that burst gauge up even faster. But you can utilize this on any character you want. Like, you're gonna inflict the burn status no matter who you put it on. Just obviously because SINON already does burn, you can double up on the burn by putting it on here. But let's say you pull this card, you don't pull SINON, throw this on one of your other SSR characters, like, it's still gonna work great. So this is going to be our first official summon video. Like I said, I'm not going to go crazy because I do feel like they're going to go down, at least for the first few months, of the roster of characters and give them just normal SSRs. So I expect, you know, characters we've seen in the opening like Yuki, Alice, Yu-Gi-Oh, maybe even the new girl or POH. Just a lot of characters we've seen in the opening I feel like are going to be first pick. So Alice would obviously be a character I'd want most, but I am going to throw whatever tickets I have here, these like single summon tickets we can use, and then after that, if we don't pull SINON, I will throw like a multi or two. So this is pretty much how the breakdown is going to work when I'm not summoning, is pretty much I'll just look at the banner, we'll break down the units, and then I'll call it a video. But we are going to summon a little bit here. I have 9 tickets, so let's use these 9 tickets first on SINON's banner and see what I get. Now, like I said, if we pull SINON by, you know, obviously character rates are 2% and then ability card rates are 2%. So you have a 4% SSR chance, which overall SSR is higher than Unleashed Blading. But pulling characters is lower than Unleashed Blading. I wish they would have just rounded it out at 5%. You know, just what do you call it? 2.5% for character and then 2.5% for ability cards. Now, I do think, by the way, this is like my first time actually summoning. Like, I don't have any of these rare S or SR characters, simply because I did my tutorial pull, and then I used my SSR guaranteed ticket, and those are the only summons I've done. So, pretty much all the rares and SRs we're gonna pull, besides like an ability card or two, like the SR Asuna card, where she's eating a sandwich. I'm not gonna have any of it, so this will help build up my account at least a little bit. But, one thing I will say, oh yeah, so I was saying, the damage you do to Gleam Eyes over here, I think does matter to what you pull. Because when I was doing my rerolls, I was really paying attention, you know, pretty much every time there was more than one SSR, it was over 2 million damage. Oh! Wait, they put it, oh, they actually put a rare SINON into the pool, so you can still get SINON. Okay, this makes me really happy to see. So that's a character, right? Okay, that's really cool. So I will be very happy if they do this with every SSR they come out with, you know, whether it's Alice, Yu-Gi-Oh, Yuki, Klein, Aegil, whoever, because then you at least have the character itself to use. It's not going to be like the rares and SRs are never going to get pool update. So that'll make me, even if we just walk away with this rare SINON, I'll be somewhat happy with it. I don't know if I'll ever use rares for actual, like, gameplay, but if we can pull, if there's an SR SINON in here, I think I definitely want to pull that. Yep, I will take whatever ability cards I can get. Oh, I actually already had that one, so I could limit break that one. It would be nice if you could use the tickets as a multi. I really want to pull an SSR off one of these single pulls, just so we can see like what power level we need to kind of be aiming for when it comes to pulling an SSR. You probably need to at least get close to like 100k damage, I would guess. Yeah, like these low 2000s of damage are obviously just going to be like rares. Alright, an Alice card, cool. Yeah, so we'll do if we don't pull anything in these last 5 tickets, 2 multis is what I'm going to be giving. Just so I can get some of these SRs and rares, get a little bit more variety in what to put in my account. I just didn't want to waste a single, I don't even know what you call them, the currency, but I didn't want to waste a single diamond or anything on the base starting banner when I already walked away with 3 of the 5 SSR characters. Yep, nothing but rares right now. Alright, hi, AG. And a video I do plan to do pretty soon, probably within a day or 2 of this video coming out. I did get to what I assume is the final stage of the first chapter. And because it's more of a boss fight and not just a mob of enemies, I do want to make a video on it. I wasn't actually able to complete it the first time, so I'm going to beef up my team a little bit more. I have my whole team at level 60, but the time ran out before I could... I was very close to beating the stage, but the time ran out before I could, so I figure beef up my team a little bit more, and then I'll make a video on that stage. And then I'll also recap kind of what happened in the first chapter. And then I like the way this game does the story, where you can do all the stages of the story without getting the story, and then you can read the story, you know, at your own pace. So what I'll probably do for future chapters when they come out is, I'll play through the chapter myself, besides the boss stages, you know, like the boss stages that happen throughout the chapter that are story-related, and then we'll do a video where we just read through the entire story itself. It was 9,000. That was a bit higher. So I'm gonna guess, like, probably anything up above, like, 20 or 30k damage, you're probably getting an SR. And then probably anything over 100k, I would assume, you're probably getting a SSR. But yeah, definitely let me know if you did any summons on this SINON banner, if you were able to walk away with her. I would also recommend, don't go crazy on these first few months. Especially if you're a free-to-play player, I would not go insane. For 2 main reasons. One, there's no pity system or step up day 1. This is going to be like Unleashed Blading early game, where you could literally throw, you know, 50 multis at the banner and still not get SINON. You could be that unlucky. But, as well as, you know, there's no benefit to doing all those, like, you're not guaranteed anything, at least for right now. So probably, I think Unleashed Blading took like 5 months or so before we got a true pity system. So I would say, especially if you're a free-to-play player, you know, save for your characters and your favorites, because this is also a game that's more based on how you play, as opposed to the units themselves. Now, of course, it does matter to an extent having the right elements and stuff like that. But, yeah, overall, I would just say, right now especially, because it's like just the basic characters, you know, in their normal outfits, just save for your favorite characters and characters you think are going to be fun to use. I believe that was our final ticket. So now we're going to do 2 multis, see if that can give us anything. So, unfortunately, the tickets didn't give us anything. The only, like, good thing the tickets gave us was the rare SINON. So even if I don't pull SSR SINON in these 2 multis we're going to do, at least I do have a SINON to use. So let's go ahead and do our 2 multis and call it good. So yeah, me having, like, 12,500 crystals is mostly from just, you know, playing all the content we've had in the game so far. And then, of course, I did buy the SSR pack. So I think that gave me like another 1,500. All right, here comes a new challenger, so this could be nothing. All right, it glowed blue, so I feel like we're at least getting an SSR in here. All right, same animation, so I'm really not expecting, yeah. It's probably just gonna have an SR in here. Yeah, only 200,000 damage, there's not an SSR in here. Okay, Layla. We got a SR card for her. By the way, there are multiple rares of the, like, starting characters. Like, I know there's multiple Asunas and Leafas for you to get. Alright, Kirito. Now I have another Kirito. Alright. SR Klein card. I do hope Klein gets a... okay, I think that's a different Sinon than the one we just pulled. Yep, that was our multi. Alright, cool. Yeah, it was a different Sinon, so there are multiple of each character to get. Okay. So, we're going to do one more and call it good. Hopefully we can get an SSR. If we don't, you know, not going to be too crazy. That's also the other thing is, like, can we get a different... I want to get something besides here. We'll do one more. I want to try and get something that's not Here Comes a New Challenger. Considering every multi we've... or every summon we've done so far has just had that animation. Yeah, we'll do one more after this. But after that, no more. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty much the same thing. Probably just like 1 or 2 SRs in here. But yeah, so I wouldn't go too crazy because obviously you want the general pool as well of characters to build up. Okay, cool. We got that SR Leafa. Because obviously I feel like for the most part, until they start doing limited units, if they ever decide to do that, for the most part, I assume when the next banner comes out and Sinon's banner goes away, or at least, like, you know, maybe like a month later, Sinon will get added to the general pool with the rest of them. So, you know, like 4 or 5 months from now, we'll have like double. Okay, there we go. Now we have an SR Sinon. That's good. All right, Yuki card. Yeah, so we'll just have a bunch more SSRs as opposed to just the 5 that we have right now. One more because I do want to see if we can get a another animation besides Here Comes a New Challenger. But this is it. Nothing else, even if we get it again. Okay, Valiant Showdown. Oh, actually, this might be the guaranteed SSR one. I don't remember, but... because I've also gotten It's Showtime, like with some of the tickets. Okay, yep. There's an SSR in here. No guarantee it's Sinon, but definitely an SSR. Yeah, 1.4 million. There's definitely at least one in here. It's definitely worth it to do the one more. But we don't know where it's going to be. Okay, that's normal outfit Sinon. That's cool. Alright, where are you? I know you're in here somewhere. Ooh, who is it? Oh, we got our ability card. No! Okay. See, that's the thing. You're going to hit that 50-50. Oh, well. See, that's like the good and bad thing. It's like, at least it's not 2 different banners, but also at the same time, you get that SSR animation. It's not always going to be a character. However, at least I can use that ability card on my main team. I can use it on whoever I want. Okay, we'll definitely take that. We'll call it good. I'm really going to treat this game a lot different than I did with Unleashed Blading with what I summoned for. I feel like mostly I'm going to be going more for characters I think will be fun to use as opposed to how good they are. Because after several months, you know, a lot of the SR characters I'll have limit broken as well, and I can make use of them. Plus, we pulled a bunch. Let me actually see before we close out the video how many Sinons I got. Okay, there we go. There's my 5 SSRs I have. By the way, I don't have the SSR Silica yet because I haven't been able to spend all this stamina yet to refill my stamina. So, alright, how many... so we have 2 SR Sinons. And we have 2 rare, right? Yeah, 2 rare and 2 SR. So if every character that comes out gets that, you know, they get at least like 2 SRs and 2 rares, that will make me very happy as well. So this is pretty much my account so far. These are all the units that I currently have. So definitely a variety. I have all the characters at least that exist in the game, even if I don't have them all. As obviously the lowest amount of characters I have are for Silica right now, because I just have the 2 right there, just the 2 rare Silicas. But obviously I'll get the free SSR one whenever I can spend all this stamina. But that's going to be it, guys. Let me know how you guys did down below, if you did any summons. I'm pretty happy with how things are going with the start of this game. I know some people aren't, you know, some people say there's not enough content. Honestly, I'm not caught up on the content, so I feel like there's plenty. Like, this isn't an auto battle game, so it's definitely taken me a little bit longer to kind of get through stuff. And then, of course, I know there are tons of bugs. I'm not experiencing any of them for whatever reason. But, you know, people unable to log into the game, unable to open menus, unable to do stuff, game crashes. Like, I haven't experienced any of that, but I know a lot of people are. So, hopefully they can get that stuff patched up sooner rather than later. But that's going to be it, guys. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more if you're new to the channel. I'll see you all next time. Have a wonderful day, everyone.